Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the Real Estate Dadcast. Your host, Josh Parker, sitting right here. And today's topic is all about the housing market here in Austin, Texas, and what the heck is going on. Because even though this channel is going to be about family life and things to do around Austin, Texas, I think that it is important to understand what the market is doing and why it may or may not be a good time to purchase. And so there's a lot of aspects and factors that come into play when you're looking at purchasing a home. And I know what a lot of y'all are saying right now, and that is interest rates are way too high. Now, yes, they are higher than the 3 and 4% that you saw a year and a half ago. However, it's not out of the norm for what they've always been. You know, when my folks bought a house, interest rates were in the 15, 16%. Now, granted, a house only costs them $80,000 to $100,000, but that was still quite a bit of change back then. And so there's several factors that you have to look into and take into consideration when purchasing a home. And one of those obviously is, can you afford the monthly payment? Are you setting aside money for emergency funds? And does it make financial sense for you and your family? Now, if you look at the statistics from today or this past month to the previous year, you see a lot of changes. And one of those is the median sales prices dropped 13% from this point last year. And so in Austin, you're sitting at a median sales price of around $450K. And so it makes it more affordable than what it was a year ago. Yes, interest rates are in the low sixes, but here's something that I want you to take into consideration. Let's say that interest rates drop down to the fours. Now, what is going to happen to the market when that happens? Well, most likely we're going to see what we did a year and a half ago, and that is multiple offers on the same exact home, well over asking, and that median home sales price of $450 is now going to jump back up to the mid fives. And then you're in the same situation that you were a year and a half ago. So if we really boil it down and take a look at what happens if you buy now on a home that you can afford, you pay a little more interest, and let's just, for all get out sake, let's pretend that interest rates go back down into the fours. Well, so now you've gotten a home now that you probably were able to negotiate either a lower price, paid closing cost, or even a rate buy down, and you refinance, save your percentage points at that time, and you're in a home that you wanted at the time that you wanted, instead of waiting to see what happens in the market. Now, let's fast forward, and let's say that you want to wait. You're dead set on seeing if the interest rates drop back down to what they were a year and a half ago. Let's say it takes a year. So now you've spent a year's worth of hard-earned money paying somebody else's mortgage. Now there's thousands of other buyers that are now all of a sudden wanting to move and take advantage of the same thing that you waited on. And now you're back into a multiple offer situation that if you don't have the cash and the capital up front to make a offer well above the asking price, well, you're back in that scenario where you're not getting into a home, and it ends up being a secular item that now you're in the same boat. So guys, will interest rates drop? Most likely at some point, yes. Some things have to happen and take place in order for that to happen on a large scale. Are we going to get back down to the threes and fours? We may see in the fours, but nothing is guaranteed. And so if you want to get into a home, you can afford a home and you can manage a comfortable payment that you're comfortable with and still put some money aside, then it's a great time to look. It is a great time to purchase because, as I mentioned, sellers are getting anxious. They're wanting to get out of a home, a lot of vacant homes out there. And so you have the negotiation power to get money off the existing price, or, like I said, rate buy downs or closing costs covered. And so, are things more expensive? Absolutely. That's just the nature of the beast, and it will always continue to do that unless we have a catastrophic failure. And here in Austin in particular, that typically doesn't even happen. Even in 2008, we really did not see a down slump in the market because Austin has always had strong job markets. And so if you really are diving in, looking to get a home, give me a shout. Let's talk about your options. Let's talk to some lenders and see what options they have for you on that end of things. Let's get out there and look at homes. I'm still helping people every single day get into homes because they understand that things can change. And if they do and they get the deal that they want now, they can jump into it, get what they need, and then refinance if the rates do actually drop. So, hope this little tidbit helps. Thanks for listening. Do me a huge favor, guys. If you have not hit subscribe or follow along, do so right now, no matter what you're watching or listening to. It helps me guide what content to put out there. But hope y'all have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Talk to you soon.